Well done, Kathy. Thank you very much, and thanks for the sponsorship. We're going to have a little switcheroo here in the program, if you don't mind. We're going to flip-flop Karen Care's presentation with John Dubas's next presentation because our next presenter, Scott Hancock. Scott, come on up. He's got a plane to catch. Lucky, it's just down the road. Scott's going to tell us all about the virtues of Karen Care, and if you don't mind, give him a warm welcome.
Thank you. John, thanks, first of all, for letting me get in front of you. I didn't really want to follow John, is what it really was. He's kind of a tough one to follow, so I didn't really want to follow John. I do have a flight to catch. We actually, at Karen Care, we opened another health plan out in North Carolina this year. I get to go to North Carolina and work with some agents out there, too. So if you are certifying with us this year, we do have a face-to-face this year, so I didn't want to walk everybody through all the same stuff. Really what I wanted to go over today was just kind of a highlight of some of the benefits, kind of show you where they gotten better, where they gotten worse. One thing about Karen Care I'm really proud of is that we're consistently boring with our benefits. We don't make a lot of changes, which I know from my time out in the field that was nice, because you didn't have to go back every year and explain, well, this has changed and that's changed and this has changed. So for me, I've been a big proponent of trying to be consistent with that. So I'm going to jump into these and show you hopefully how little we've changed. For 2016, we didn't add any new plans. We still have our same 3 PPOs. We have our MA-only plan, and we do have our HMO plan. We did make a change in our fitness benefit. It is actually going to Silver and Fit this year, so we'll be aligning with Silver and Fit as well. We're doing some better clarity on our optional supplemental benefits, which is missing, obviously, the rest of that there. So I know the dental rider has been kind of a challenge for some folks when we're talking about it, what it pays for, what it doesn't. I think when you get the materials this year and you actually see it, we're doing a lot of clarity around how they work, what they do provide, the best way to sell them, and the best way for members to use them as well. So I think they're going to be really nice for you. We do have some new leadership, and actually you saw all the ladies back here in the red shirts, if y'all all want to wave. My team's kind of growing, and I'm really excited about this. Everybody knows Tana back there. Tana, stand up. Tana actually is our sales operations manager. Tana is probably the longest running person in the sales department at Karen Care since like 2011. So we're glad she's here, and as agents, she does a ton to support you and help you and make sure that you've got what you need. We also have Cynthia Cobb. She is actually our provider data specialist. She's making sure your provider directories are correct, making sure you know whether people are open or closed panel, so when you sit down with folks that you know you have right information. And then I have Irma Herrera. Irma is our manager for our provider concierge department. It's a brand new department that we're actually creating. And then Trish Cloud is our very first provider concierge. And then hiding right there in the corner is Miss Wendy Karsten. Wendy is actually the COO of Karen Care. She wanted to come out today because Wendy joined us about 7 months ago. She came from another health plan, and she actually loves the broker channel. So one of the things that she wants to do is be involved with you guys, support you, and help you be successful selling our products. So we're really excited about Wendy being here with us. Service areas for the PPO plans, we didn't make any changes in the service area, no expansions, anything like that. We want to focus on the areas we got, get strong, be solid, and make sure that you have a good product that you can offer. Going to move on. So this is Karen Care. As you guys know, if you've sold Karen Care before, we have the 3 PPO plans. Plan 1 is our most expensive plan. One of the changes this year is it went from an $82 premium to an $85 premium. Then you can look at the benefits. This is where I talk about being boring. It still has a $2,500 in-network max out-of-pocket. It still has a $5,100 combined in and out-of-network max out-of-pocket. The primary care visit's still 5, specialist is still 10 in-network. We did make a change to the inpatient hospital benefit. It's $200 for the first day and then $50 for days 2, 3, and 4. So it's $350 total copays for your inpatient stay. Sorry about that. Emergency care did go to $75. Outpatient rehab, such as occupational, physical therapy, speech therapy, stuff like that, is $10. X-rays are included. There's no copays for those. Your lab tests, no copay for those if your doctor does them or if you do them in one of the standalone facilities. If you actually go to the hospital, there is a $5 copay for those. And then finally, if you do have surgical procedures, you got a $75 copay for an inpatient at a surgical center and $100 at a hospital facility. On the prescription drugs, you got $0 for your tier 1, $8 for your tier 2s, $36 for tier 3, $68 for tier 4, and 33% for your tier 5s. And on our 90 days as well, you do get the 90-day supply for 2 copays. So that is something different for us this year. Plan 2, this is what used to be the $36 premium plan. It's now a $39 premium plan. And then again, benefit-wise, you can see there's not a lot of changes there. Your max out-of-pocket, still $3,100 for the in-network. Your PCP visit's $10, your specialist is $20. The inpatient hospital is $225 for the first day, $75 for days 2, 3, 4, and 5 for a total of $525 for your inpatient stay. Emergencies, same as Plan 1. The therapy piece, $15 for a therapy visit. Your x-rays, $0 again. Lab tests, still the same, $0 and $5. And then your surgeries, $100 in the surgical center, $125 in your hospital facility. Drugs on this one, tier 1, 0, tier 2 is 12, tier 3 is 40, tier 4 is 75, tier 5, 33%. Not a lot of changes on Plan 2 either. Plan 3, this is normally our most popular plan. This is our 0 premium PPO plan with the in and out of network options, obviously. In network, your max out of pocket still for Plan 3 is still $3,400 in network for the 0 premium PPO. If they do happen to go out of network, the combined max out of pocket is only $5,100 in or out. PCP visit did make a slight reduction. It went from $12 to $15. The specialist visit, still $30 in network. And then again, if you look on our out-of-network benefits on all our plans, they're not percentages, they're copays, just like everything else is. So it's a very measured way if someone does need to go out of network. Inpatient hospital on this one as well, $250 for day 1. We'll go back, you ran too fast. $250 day 1, $100 for days 2 through 6, and then $0 for 7 through 90. Your rehab's $20, your x-rays are $10, your lab tests are $0 in the office, and then your surgeries, $150 in a surgical center, $170 in your hospital facility. And then for the drugs on this, you do have $4 for your 30-day supply on tier 1, $15 for tier 2, $45 for tier 3, $85 for tier 4, and then 33% for tier 5. This is our MA-only plan. This is a fabulous plan if you have someone that needs a standalone plan with no drug plan. It is a 0 premium MA-only plan. It does have a max out-of-pocket of only $2,500 in network. PCP visits are only $5. Your specialist visits are only $10. Inpatient hospitals, $75 a day for the first 5 days. Emergency rooms, still only $65. Outpatient, your rehab stuff is $10, your x-rays are $0, your lab tests are $0 or $5, and then your surgeries, if someone needs a surgical procedure, at a surgical center, it's only $50. At a hospital, it's only $75. This is a very, very good product for someone that doesn't need a drug plan, so lots of great benefits there. HMO-wise, we are doing a service expansion for the HMO. We will be adding Collin County and Denton County to our HMO. Last year, the HMO was a little bit of a challenge for us, only in Tarrant County. The network wasn't where we wanted it to be. I'll tell you, the network for the HMO is almost identical to the PPO network now. There's about 100 doctor difference between our PPO network and our HMO network. They are very, very similar. So this HMO plan becomes a lot more attractive this year from the standpoint of having a much more robust network for it. Also, we did add the fitness benefit this year. Last year, the HMO did not include the fitness benefit. This year, it actually does. So it is also a full unlimited fitness benefit for the HMO. The 0 premium HMO, max out of pockets, $3,400. PCP visits, $5. The specialist visits, $20. Your inpatient hospital is day 1, $225, days 2 through 5, $75. 6 and beyond is no copay. Emergency care, $75. Your rehab's only $15. Your x-rays are $0. Your lab tests are $0. And then if you need a surgical procedure, it's $100 in a surgical center, $125 at a hospital. And also of note, if you do go see your PCP, we all know that when you go in there, sometimes they'll take blood or maybe they'll do an x-ray procedure. That's all included when you go in the doctor's office. So you pay a $5 copay that includes your lab work and includes any x-rays that the doctor does in the office. So it's just a one-time flat fee of the $5. On the drugs, by going with the HMO over the PPO, you do get your $0 Tier 1 drugs back. Your generics Tier 2 are 8, Tier 3 is 40, Tier 4 is 85, and Tier 5 is 33. Obviously going through these, there was a lot more green than red. We are excited that we can improve our benefits a little bit, but you'll notice there wasn't a lot of change to the benefits. And then I think really I just want to wrap it up with this. This is something we're really, really proud of, is our healthcare concierge department. If you've worked with Care before and you have members that have used this, you understand the value of it. If you're new to us and you haven't sold our product, it is something that we're very, very proud of. We do have a team of ladies and gentlemen in our Fort Worth office that provide a completely different level of service to our members. You don't have multiple phone lines to give to your members. They have one phone number to call. They get to talk to the same person. They get to build a relationship with them. This team doesn't just answer questions. They will actually do things like if a member calls in and says, hey, look, I need to set a doctor's appointment, they will actually call while they're on the phone with them to the physician's office, set the appointment for them, make sure they know when it is. If they need transportation, they'll schedule transportation for them. They do all of it for them. I know as an agent, when I was in the field, the things I always said is that, hey, if you've got any problems, call me. And I'm sure everyone in this room does the same thing, right? And that's okay. I want you to do that because I want you to have relationships with your members, because that's what keeps them members and keeps them your customers. But don't be afraid to let them use this HCC department. They want to take care of them. They're very compassionate. They want to help these members. They are a one-stop shop to make sure that their problems are solved. One of the things about our customer service that I really like is it's not about getting them on the phone and getting them off the phone. It's about first call resolution. It's about solving the problem then, solving it now, because we all know when any of us call in on customer service, whether it's for our health insurance or anything, I know I want my problem solved now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to call back. And that's what this team does. They work as hard as they can to try to solve the problem now. They were rewarded. We got our results back for our customer service department. They were awarded 5 stars in customer service. So we're really, really proud of the fact that they work really hard to take care of your customers and our members. I think that's it. Thank you. Last thing for certification, some of you may have gone through it, some of you haven't. I know we have a couple of more face-to-faces coming up. If we need to have another one to get more folks in, we'll coordinate with John to make sure that you guys get the opportunity to market our product. I know face-to-faces are challenges for people. I didn't like them much as an agent either. But there are some things this year I wanted to cover and go over kind of some of the exciting things that we are doing. We do have some marketing opportunities and we do have some lead programs. And if you've ever worked with us before, our lead programs are not lead programs. They're actually preset appointments. And there's some people in here nodding their head because they've sold them and run them for us. Our preset appointments are about a 63% success ratio of moving into our product. So they're qualified, they're ready to see you, and I want good agents that want to go sell our product and be passionate about Care. So I appreciate your time. I know y'all got a lot to do today, but thank you for your time.